Well, Tom, we'll talk about Tottenham in a moment, but just firstly, your reflections on last weekend. Close, but not quite there.
Yeah, I think Everton set up well, to be fair. They stopped us playing our usual game, and when they had the ball, they made it very difficult for us to close the gaps, which we've probably been good at in the previous games.
So now we move on to Tottenham. Is that a special weekend for you coming up?
Yeah, it will be an exciting game going back there after 8 years down there, so it will be special in that sense, but we've got to try and get more points on the board, so it'll only be good if we do get a positive result.
And you know exactly how difficult it is to play at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, it is difficult, especially the players they've brought in this summer, the style of football they play. It's always exciting down there, so hopefully we can nullify that and implement our own style on the game.
You spent a long time there. Special memories of that time?
Yeah, it's been obviously most of my career, to be fair, apart from the few months here and the 2 years I had at Derby. So yeah, I think I went there as an 18-year-old boy sort of thing and left as a 26-year-old man, so I'll always hold my time there in high regard.
Was it a key time in your development as a player?
Yeah, I think so. Most of my development took place there. As I say, when I left, I was sort of a boy leaving a championship club, going to one of the biggest clubs in England, really.
And now you're here and looking to go back there and hopefully get something from the game.
Yeah, we could do. We're putting points on the board. Every game's a tough game, and I think White Hart Lane is going to be one of the toughest of the season.
We seem to have had a good time going to White Hart Lane in the Premier League here. Just wondered if you remember the last time we went there and we got a 0-0 draw, and you were playing for Tottenham that day.
I remember bits of it. There was about 3 or 4 home games at the time for Tottenham where goalkeepers came and were unbelievable, and the teams might have been battered for the few weeks leading up to it, and then they come there and grind out a 0-0 or nick a 1-0 victory with their goalkeeper probably getting man of the match, and from what I remember of that game, that was no different.
This weekend, how do you see the game?
It's going to be difficult. Obviously, it's sort of impossible to pick their starting 11 with the amount of players they've got with the squad. So we've just got to wait till the day, find out the team, and then hopefully, as I say, implement our own style on the game and first and foremost make it hard for us to beat.
And of course, it's the first of back-to-back games at Tottenham as well. It's going to be an interesting week.
Yeah, I think, well, both teams, to be fair, have maybe changed 10 or 11 players for all the cup games, so I think the manager sees the league as maybe the most important, which is fair enough, but equally Wednesday's game, if you win that, you're not far away from getting quite far in the competition.